Okay, so Tuesday, October 18th. First and foremost, thanks to you guys for being here. And let's just touch base a little bit about, Nicole and I were just kind of talking about keeping things simple. All right. So we're getting to a time of the year, which all of this can actually go together, where you guys, it's just going to get busier in our personal lives because we're past the halfway point in October. November, we start thinking about Thanksgiving and family functions, and then December is usually just a snowball of events, and then we roll right into January. So these next few months are going to fly. So, how do we keep things simple, and how do we survive the holidays? Which is why I said that's what we were going to talk about. So let's talk a little bit on the business side first. So Nicole, you and I are using TeamZ, and I agree with you. I do like the aspect of it. It takes some of the thought process out of who I'm going to connect with, but I find that I have to write it down or really truly stick to my follow-ups, which I find to be a little overwhelming. And I also had to get my BAT out again because there's other things that I need to be doing in my business that I was not getting done at all just from doing TeamZ. Mm-hmm. So Chelsea, hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Since you are new, have you had a chance to learn about like what a business activity tracker is at all?
I went and did like I don't know what I remember what it's called even.
Some of the trainings?
Yeah.
This is one of them. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's what we're kind of talking about, right now, just when we're getting to basics. So our basics, first and foremost, are the 4 vital behaviors, and we're all going to be having crazy busy stuff happening. Life gets going. Life's in the way. Jobs, family, friends, anything. If we for sure are thinking about our 4 vital behaviors, which, okay, sure, invite. If we think about that as simply sharing and connecting, whether that's forming a relationship with somebody, sharing what you're doing on Facebook, maybe sending out an invite, fantastic. Proof the product works, doing your workout, drinking your Shakeology, checking in with your challenge groups, that's pretty good, check mark. Personal development, no matter what kind of form, if it's reading a book, listening to the National Wake Up Call, maybe it's a motivational, short motivational video or a daily devotional, just something to get your mindset right. And then the 4th vital behavior is recognition, and that could simply just be, again, checking in with your challenge group and recognizing something good that your challenger did by commenting on their post or giving them a shout out, whatever. So those are just 4 things, you guys, that we can keep it simple, okay? That we should be doing every day anyways. Then, Nicole, you've got that BAT out. Once we go through those things, we can get to that BAT and add to that, So say you have a little extra time in your day or in your power hour or power half hour, power 15-minute slots here and there, whatever it is. If you feel you have that extra time to, maybe, I don't know what else you have on yours, Nicole, but maybe it's inviting to the coaching opportunity. Maybe it's catching up on some training, those are other items that aren't necessarily our basics, but are going to help you move forward. Would you agree, Nicole? What kind of other things do you have?
Sometimes it's stuff like you're saying, like recognition pieces where I maybe have to make on the bottom an additional to do. If it's ordering more, when I got new coaches, I gave them a book, so things like that I don't forget or that maybe I said in my graduate group that I'm going to give people a prize if they comment their goals.
Sure.
I've got to-dos like that I
Mhm.
haven't finished from last week, but so it's just stuff like that so I don't forget. I make
Yeah.
them, or
Yeah.
really it's posting. I mean, I was so good to start with, Katie, on posting my results, but then I got to where I got, now I'm kind of just maintaining. I'm not as good about, the start and finish of,
Mhm.
I'm just going through the workouts. I'm completing them, but I want to get back to where I actually submit my results and tell people I'm submitting my results. So that encourages others to
Yeah.
complete the program.
And you can still, even if you're talking about your results, you can still use, it doesn't have to be real time, 30-day timeline. It can still be, Nicole, it could be from when, pre-Grady, I know a lot of top coaches go back to before they even started their journey and share, 5 years ago to now, so don't hesitate if you're still wanting to share some of your own results. It can still reach people that way, because it's also going to show that you're still here, because there's a lot of people out there that may have been like, oh, that's just that one-time thing, that one-time shake thing, when you guys were still here, Beachbody's still here rocking it, so that's just some thoughts for you on that in case that works. But I'm with you too, because I still need to submit my country heat and my 21-day fix. And I say that to myself every morning. I'm like, you need to do that today. And then I forget. So.
And really, you don't even have to change your storyline.
Yeah.
To submit it. I mean, they just want your
yeah.
I mean, it probably, if you want to win, if they want a good story wrote in there. But
I just want my dang shirt.
Yeah. I don't even think I got my socks from size.
Oh, cute.
I completed size, a year ago? Yeah, I'm behind, Katie.
That's all right.
All right, but no, it's just little things like that, Chelsea, that it's good to write it down, because it's really easy to let it slide when you have so many things else going on in your life.
Okay, so a couple other things. I changed the banner in the team page, in the Team Succeed page, and I hope that it's helpful, because Renee and I have these weekly calls. Yes, there's the Team Succeed page, but we're all on the same page, I guess you could say, as far as training goes. And we're going to be, I added the link in there for summer's Team Courage training page, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Renee decided that she is not going to be using her Team Succeed training page anymore, that it's not worth her time to worry about it, and that she's just going to be sending people to this Team Courage page. And that honestly is a page that I've been using for quite some time now. So that link will be in the banner. You'll see up at the top, it says click here to start. So that's something, you can use for your coaches, you can use for yourself. It'll take you exactly to where you need to go and to where you need to start, and it's pretty easy to walk through. We do have a current group called October Every Day I'm Hustling group. It was originally a, what are those called? Team Cup. It was originally a Team Cup group, and we've been trying to just keep it together and keep some momentum in there, and go through some training pieces. And there are some of us in there that are trying to go through summer's Like a Boss 7-day training. Okay, and Chelsea, are you in that group? The October Every Day I'm Hustling.
Yes.
Okay, that's okay. We encourage dogs.
I have a bag of treats right here for her.
Well, if you are interested in checking out that Like a Boss training, I highly recommend it. Now, I did just shoot Renee a message this evening, because Summer is very powerful and passionate, and her videos can be really long. So, I'm talking maybe 45 minutes to an hour. And when she has other pieces in there with it, like scripts pages, or there's other documents that she attaches to that training that are good for us to look at. I feel that personally, a day, you can't, I feel like I can't, and I'm at home with Paul all day. I'm not at a full-time job. It's like, even if I'm trying to listen to it while he's in my ear over here, I feel like I'm not able to just sit down and focus. So I asked her if she would think about like giving people a couple days in order to respond to certain things within that training. So I don't want people to feel overwhelmed with it, but I just highly recommend it, because Summer has a way of firing people up and just really helping you jumpstart into your business and into your why, and have a clearer picture of what you're doing and why. So I do recommend that. Anyways, you can find that in the link that's in the new banner that I put up, okay, in Team Stardust. Also, I put kind of a schedule of what the month should look like every month, okay? Kind of how we've been running our challenge groups. And I did put a little asterisk at the bottom that the schedule may change just in case, depending on the Monday, okay? So like, for instance, we're starting our November challenge on the 31st versus the 7th, just so we had an extra week and we weren't off. I mean, it's easier to start at the beginning of the month than it is, say, the 7th, right? So that's just an example, but any questions on that? Okay.
Katie, I guess the only thing, you were talking about the training.
Mm-hmm.
Was the training that you guys were on for summers, does it show like 14 days?
It should just be like a YouTube. Let me look.
I wonder if I'm in the wrong training. I'm in the team training.
What?
Well, there's a new coach training. Maybe that's the one.
Yeah, go in there and see if you see it right.
Okay, that's only 7 days.
Okay. That should be.
I know I haven't got started on that, and Renee mentioned it, but no, it looks like, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Her videos are long, but they're good. So Chelsea,
they're always good. Okay, very cool. So that's pretty much it about those things. Now, moving on with coming up here in November, December, challenge group wise. All right. So we've got a pretty good thing going. I honestly, guys, it's hard to believe that we are at the end of the year, and we've been using this challenge group system since January, really. Last year, I sat in on a call with Jatana Jackson, who is a top coach, and she's in Summer's downline, and she got this exact tasks, all these things, the preview, the clean eating week, through the tasks, all of those ideas came from some top coaches that have been using it forever and ever. And the theory behind it is, if you keep the tasks short, people will do them. So in the past, we've been doing really long posts about like, here's some great information, tell us this. But I don't know if you guys noticed, but anytime you start reading some really long posts, you probably check out midway through and then you just move on. If it's something that you can scroll and do, it works out easier, as well as these tasks really are designed to help people see for themselves that they are doing exactly what we do as coaches. So when we have a task to have them post a video in the group, it's showing them that they can do a video. When we have a task that asks them to post how great the challenge group is on their personal page, it's showing them that they can post about what they're doing on their personal page and usually get good feedback. So it's, there's many reasons behind it, and I think it's been wonderful. And therefore, like, it's great for new people to come in, have the excitement of it. People that have, we kind of do a 2 and done type of rule unless they become a coach. And then if they're a coach, they can do whatever group they want to with us, but, I'm totally up for, maybe spicing it up even a little more these next couple months, and maybe not necessarily the tasks, but, and we could, but I just wonder what your thoughts are, because, we're going to be rolling into, of course, Thanksgiving. So maybe we want to provide some a Thanksgiving meal plan. I think we might have one on task, in a Google Doc somewhere that Cindy made. Of course, same thing with Christmas coming up in December. Maybe we could provide them with healthy cookie recipes, something like that. And for the next 2 months, you guys, I don't care if people are using Shakeology or not. If they are willing to do a program, I'm willing to work with them, because I know that if they're seeing us use Shakeology on a daily basis and talk about it on a daily basis, they're probably going to wonder about it and eventually want to try it. And if it's not within the next 2 months, what do you think's happening January 1st? New Year's resolutions. Okay. So the more people we can reach and connect with in the next couple of months is going to really, bump some sales. And I know we're not about sales, but that's where the money comes from, guys. Money comes from people, not trees. Right? So if we're building those relationships and we are there to help them and there to support them and giving them the proper information, then for sure they're going to be needing to utilize the tools that we can provide them with.
So, Katie, are we still going with the theme of keep building this excitement? We've got this group rolling. I mean, this is kind of what I'm wanting to use Teamsy for when I'm reaching out to people, is that we have this Surviving the Holidays group. We're adding meal plans to it for each holiday. We're just going to keep it going till the end of the year.
I'd say so. Don't you think that would be easier?
Oh, yes. And I feel bad, though, because you've started posting in there. And so
that's okay, though, because
schedule that I missed following. But
you know what, though? There's no, I just started posting because I know that everybody's busy. And so, like, the fact that you added in, like, your food this afternoon, that was perfect. I honestly don't really have, I think I have one person in there right now that is, is a previewer.
Yeah. I have one that was a Thriver a year ago. And it's funny because Teamsy told me to reach out to her. And she's the one that came back to me about, I really should try this Shakeology thing. She was
nice.
Still doing that. So
see,
anyway. Yeah,
I'm still doing it.
I don't know what happened to her Thrive, but anyway.
Well, no, I think we'll just plan on that. I mean, this preview is probably the last preview we'll have until, maybe December. Yeah. And then we'll just kind of be like that. The preview for December will probably really get people geared up to start January.
Oh, I appreciate you doing this together, because I could show you my life schedule till January and it's not pretty.
Yeah.
So,
I can't even imagine. Yeah.
Okay.
I love that we do these as a team. I know there's a lot of coaches that, like to push coaches out of the nest to do them on their own, but you guys, when if we're still together doing things as a team, I think that we have each other's backs. We can cover for each other, we can support one another's people, and that's what it's about. Like, there are just days that we can't do it on our own, and there's nothing wrong with that, so it's fantastic that we can rely on one another. And it also lets our challengers know just like how diverse everybody is, and that they really can find the support in complete strangers who become your friends, So, yeah. Okay. So those are just a couple of my ideas. I don't know if you guys want to, if you have some ideas or some thoughts on some things that would be good. I did write those couple things down. I'm almost positive that we have a healthy Thanksgiving recipe meal plan somewhere, and I know that I have like healthy cookies documents somewhere. So, I know those are just two things, but I'm also thinking, we'll go ahead and pop in a regular meal plan, like either the 21-day fixed PIO meal plan, or whatever, that people can use, whether they're on Shakeology or not. And then maybe we change up the tasks, a couple of the tasks, just ones that asks them to be more involved by sharing their own recipe or finding something on Pinterest, or I don't know. I'm not really sure yet, but I just want to throw that out there so that we start thinking about it at least.
Are you still going to do a free group for November?
Yes.
I think so too.
So December is usually our 12 days of fitness.
Yeah, I'm okay doing that again.
Yeah, and
I'll do that with you.
I'm sure you'll learn. It's pretty
What?
fun. Chelsea probably hasn't done it yet, have you?
No.
It's really fun. It's a free group, and they get we add on. It's like the 12 days of Christmas, where it's like a partridge in a pear tree. So you like add on every day with like 3 burpees, 4 tuck jumps.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. In November, I don't know. Last year I did do a game day tailgating group, and I was thinking about it maybe for November. The crock pot one I did, and I don't know about you guys, but Renee also had this happen. People come in and you're like, you want to add value. That's why we do these free ones. I've been against them for quite a while, and I'm like, okay, I just need to build some relationships and add some value. So we've given them the meal plan up front. Now the crock pot group, we had mine and Samantha and Chelsea, we probably had a handful of people that actually participated or did anything. And it's because, I honestly feel it's because they take the meal plan and they run and they don't even do anything with it. You know what I mean? So just having to think ahead for the future, it may be something that we post something the night before and be like, okay, here's your meal plan for tomorrow. Or, post the grocery list and have maybe 5 crock pot meals that they have to make out of those grocery lists, but we don't give them the meal until the night before, just so that they're actively participating, using the ingredients they bought, those kinds of things, but not actually getting the recipe until they use it, just because I was really disappointed. I mean, it was an amazing meal plan and we really had only like a couple people participating, and it was like wah, wah, wah.
See, and I did mine a little different, and I thought about that is I never put it together all as a meal plan. They just got recipes for the days, like before.
Did that work well?
No, probably not.
I don't see. It's tough. Free groups are tough no matter what, honestly.
I don't know if I got...
The only ones that I've really, like the 5-day free clean eating where we provided a meal plan, that one I did really well at. But I don't know.
It's been a struggle, but
yeah, it is.
I mean, I'm still doing, but
yeah, I think it is across the board for everybody. It's not just us. So anyways, when I did this tailgate one, it was people were continually posting healthier tailgate options. And so I took those posts and I created a document, and then I shared the document at the end. So everybody was able to have a copy of what everybody had been posting in the group at the very end of it. So that was one thing that actually worked really well. So I was kind of thinking about doing that again, just hopefully for some engagement to keep people going, as having that as an incentive at the end of being able to send them a PDF form with all that stuff. So
what's the game in November? Am I bad at not following sports?
It's totally up to you. I mean, it could just be tailgating in general. And then one of the first posts was, tell me who your team is this week. So like maybe it was the Huskers, or maybe it was Green Bay, or maybe it was the Bears, Packers, it could be NFL, or it could be whatever sport is happening in high school, so you just ask them what they would be tailgating or throwing a party for.
Let's see. I'm going to look week of November 7th. Because it'd be November 7th is when.
Mm-hmm. So since we all are kind of in some different demographic areas, it could be pro football, it could be college, it could be high school football.
Yeah.
So.
I'm so lame, Katie. I don't even get to watch TV anymore. That's how I feel.
I don't think you're missing out on much.
I don't think so either. Men's basketball, volleyball. Hey, is at the Devaney on the 9th.
So those are just a couple ideas, but then, back to our original, like 30-day groups. If you guys even ask, like maybe you put it out there and ask your challengers what would help them stay on track. Maybe we even go back to posting about our food log. You know what I mean? Like maybe we change it up again and people post their food logs daily again for accountability.
Because
It's been
sometimes
a
I
long
even forget.
time.
I mean, because Katie, I mean, honestly, because I did kind of get away from that. Like, and now that the health bet's not going on, it's not like I have to take a picture of my shake every day. So
Mm-hmm.
I've even kind of lost, besides doing the tasks,
Yeah.
what I should share in the group.
Yeah.
I'll maybe do a more.
Speaking of, I don't know if you saw, but there's that Team Spirit Challenge Beachbody thing, and Cindy posted in that Every Day I'm Hustling group, and maybe Team
Yeah.
Succeed.
I
I was
just
going
think
to
it'll
post it in Stardust too, but I think the gist is again they're wanting people to use the tracker as a team, so that might be something good for like your coaches. Maybe we even put it together for our discount coaches again, have them sign up, to count as a team member under Team Succeed, under Renee's name, so we can have as many people as possible under that Team Succeed page, as the mothership, and then I need to read more into it, but I was like, I know some of the discount coaches on my team that are not always in the Facebook groups and actually enjoyed doing the health bet, even though, it only paid out $16.
Well, there shouldn't be 100,000 coaches. What the heck?
I guess.
We shouldn't be so good at supporting everybody. No.
Obviously, people were really good at tracking themselves. I did have a couple coaches that didn't qualify.
Yeah, I did too.
So
they messed up on posting, and
yeah, like
the
they
one messed up
missed
the
a
first
picture.
week and then they quit.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So anyway, but there is some good incentive. I mean, there's no downside to it because if we do all come together and things work, I mean, we very well could all get a prize. So kind of fun. So yeah, check that out sometime. I'll post about it probably tomorrow and in the team page too. Like I know we probably have like a million different places, but there are some coaches on Team Stardust page that are not in Team Succeed and they're not in the Hustle group because they are strictly just discount coaches and are looking at the Stardust page for information. So if you see that I'm posting like posts and things that are from other pages that you've already seen it, that's why. Okay, so do you guys have anything? How do you feel the Fit for Fall group's going?
I feel like I'm kind of letting people down, but I don't know.
Well, you do have some personal things happening right now. I think it's okay.
Do you feel like it's going? I mean, I don't even think any of my people are posting. Is that bad?
think I only have like 2 people that are still doing stuff, but they're people that I just had one girl pop in within the last 2 days that has been following things but just really started posting, and a couple others that I see like things and I check on them every week and they're like, yeah, still reading through stuff, and I'm like, okay. So I mean, you just got to take the whatever momentum and whatever place that they're at in their journey and give it a thumbs up, because the fact that like Shasta posted yesterday and today about whatever it was, I was like, hey, she hasn't posted at all in 2 weeks and she posted this week, so that's great. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, this is really bad of me, Katie. I had to look at who was even in this group because what happened is I didn't reach out to the people that have been active in the past and they didn't get into the new group. So, some of my like discount coaches and stuff. So I had some new people, and yeah, they actually need to be booted. Some people that are in it because then they didn't want to follow through. But I don't want to just close them out now. I think I want to see what they've thought of the group and if they actually want to commit to something yet this month.
Yeah.
One's my husband's cousin, and the other one is a friend that was very active to start with 3 years ago, and now she just told me she's pregnant with her second child, but she was wanting to do some pregnancy stuff, but she's never. Have you ever seen anything from Barb in that group? Yeah, so don't know.
How about you, Chelsea? How are your people doing?
Well, me personally, I've been doing horrible at posting, but when I'm at work, I go and like comment on everybody's and like them, and I check in with my challengers. I'm losing one. She just didn't. I don't know. She didn't like it. She would rather go to a gym. She said.
Oh.
Yeah. But she likes the shakes, but she said she couldn't afford them, and
she can still finish out the month and stuff, though. I mean, like, is she sending it back, or?
No, she's seeking it just in case she wants to just do it for fun. But the other challenger I have, though, is doing really good. This week she's been kind of off and on just because she's been working a lot and she has 2 jobs. But I've been checking in with her, and she's been texting me back, and she's kind of like what I am. I've had family down for 2 weeks, and now I have jury duty. So
yeah,
I'm like, get home, work out. I don't even think about a picture.
Yeah,
it's just nuts.
It's okay, like that's just, we've all got things going on. Just, do what you can do. Keep it simple. So you don't get overwhelmed, because that's the last thing that we want for you to do. Like, we are so happy to have you as a part of this team and doing this coach thing and reaching out to people. Like, don't let the fun fizzle out. Okay. Still have fun with it.
Okay. Deal.
And I think that it's great that you had so many people join you, and don't get down about somebody thinking the gym is a better option. I know actually that Shasta I was just talking about, she loves going to the gym. She does not like working out at home because she's able to take her kids to childcare when she goes and works out, and that's her thing, so but she's loving Shakeology. You'll hear Summer say this: you just have to meet people where they're at in their journey and be their cheerleader, really. So even if she goes back to the gym and she doesn't order another Shakeology, you never know. She may just feel the effects of not having Shakeology and be like, wait a minute. I felt better when I was drinking it.
And like I told her too, I kind of said like, I told her, I know you can like postpone it. And so I told her, like maybe save up so much paycheck, postpone it for a month, and you can order it, like if you really like it that much. And but she never responded back to me, so I don't know how that'll go.
Well, and this is also something, like, this is a time that we even would consider asking her if she would be interested in the discount. She could join as a discount coach if she really does like it, and make that work for her as well. But it ultimately does come down to, like, if they're passionate about how it feels for them and what it's doing for them. So if she's not into it and not giving it a full good try, she probably is not going to follow through with any of those things. And
right.
Okay.
I don't think she's posted since like the first week.
Well, just a reminder that she can, even though she made that decision. We still have till the end of the month. She's
right.
Obviously this is still part of her journey. I have a person in there that's not drinking Shakeology and was supposed to start Country Heat and hasn't even done that, So it's just still love on her. Still, you're still friends. Just tell her you want the best for her, and that she should still just finish the group out strong so she has a good start going on into November. I mean, if anything, she can appreciate that from you.
Right.
But otherwise, that's great. I really enjoyed seeing all your people that were starting, with their videos, and sometimes that's a good thing to bring up, is to maybe even have them go back to listen to their beginning video and their why. But all in all, you guys, this is the hardest time, because in week 3 is really like people have lost the fizzle, they've lost the excitement, and it's up to us to really try and bring it back to them. So whether that's posting off schedule, I know we have a schedule, but if you see something that you think is motivating or inspiring or funny or helpful, post it. Who cares if it's not your turn to post? You know what I mean? But that's just how we roll. If it works, it works, and if not, that's fine too. But
especially if you missed when it's your time to post, like I've been.
Teamwork.
I gave up on the scheduling because the stinking scheduler thing wouldn't work, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out why Buffer didn't work for me either, because everybody says it's easy. So
I really like Buffer.
Do you pay for it, or do you have the free trial?
I pay for it, but it's worth it for me, and I use it.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, guys, I don't want to take up any more of your time, but thank you for being here. And if you think of any ideas, or shoot them my way or post them in Team Stardust, because let's just really finish this month off strong. Reach and connect with people and start thinking about how we can better people's lives in November and December, okay? Because even if these months are kind of down in like challenge pack sales and stuff like that, January is going to be gangbusters. You know that, okay? Core de Force comes out next month, and actually I think challenge pack sales start on October 31st. So that's something that you can start thinking about and leveraging. So just a thought there too. Okay. Yeah, me too. I've got to finish 22-minute hardcore, and then that's the one I'm doing next. So
I'm starting to wonder though if my husband thinks I got a problem though, because I went from I just need T25 to I have to have every program that comes out.
It's an addiction.
Bad. Who needs a sneaking gym? Tell them that, Chelsea. You got it all. Actually, I go to the gym and I'm like, I don't know what to do if I don't have like Beachbody on demand to follow when I'm not at home. So I'm like so glad I have my phone with me. I'm like, okay, what program am I going to do? I get to the gym and I'm lost. I got to have a fitness trainer.
I agree. Telling me what to do.
Yes. Well, you guys have a good night. Thanks.
You too. Bye, guys.
Bye.